All right, at this time we will take some questions. Any questions that you might have? Go ahead, we'll just kind of go down the line. So,
the girl that was originally started the investigation when you guys found her, how old was she, and where was the trafficking taking place in the city?
I believe she was 13, turned 14 during the investigation. The crimes occurred all over the city.
Where was her specific case in the city?
We're not going to give, I will tell you right now, we're not going to give any specifics about any of the cases which might in any way, shape, or form identify the victim. So just please know we're not going there. Jeff?
How unprecedented is this case? Has Tallahassee ever seen a human trafficking case of this scope, this magnitude, this number of defendants?
Not in the 30 years I've been here, and I would venture to say never have we had a case of this magnitude.
And how horrifying was it? I mean, the police reports are awful. The 13-year-old girl was living in squalor. Can you speak to just the horror of that situation?
Are you willing to speak to? Okay. There's nobody better to speak to that than Investigator Beth Bascom, who just, again, has a passion like no other for the victims of these type of cases, who is tenacious in her love and drive to help these victims. So I don't think there would be anything more appropriate right now than to actually hear from her. So, not to take anything away from the other investigators who are equally tenacious, but.
I think horrific is a really good word. You're talking about a child who the prolificness of it starts to be seen when she's 13, but don't kid yourself that it wasn't happening prior to it being documented or with the right tools for us to work on her case. In addition, the impact that it has on us to go through electronic evidence and realize that this was a child, 13, turning 14-year-old child who worked through her birthday as if it did not exist, who worked through Thanksgiving while we sat at tables and enjoyed our families, who worked through Christmas like it wasn't even there. Like, how do you explain how horrific that would be for a child to not have any of that? She does have things to say. She wasn't prepared to give a full statement. She was able to say that this has seriously impacted her life, that it is very difficult at times, but that she is working on getting her life back.